I've got a love reading for you today, but I guarantee it's not going to be quite what you expect. So if you've been looking for answers around love, stick around, because you clicked on this video for a reason. Let's get into it. What is love asking us to understand about ourselves at the moment? Whenever we think of love, we always think of others. And normally, love for ourselves is normally a second thought. It's not really something we give enough attention to. And I'm very curious what comes out of this deck today. I'm using the True Love Oracle deck, and there's an affiliate link to it in the bio if you want to check it out. Now, not everybody is going to fully understand this. Depending what cards we pull, you might be at a totally different stage right now. But I want you to hold it with you. I want you to keep thinking about it, because you might instantly go, yeah, I completely understand what that's talking about. Or there might be part of you that goes, I don't really get that. But I do believe that these cards will make sense when they need to. When we start to foster a truer sense of self-love. Because love is trying to help you understand something about yourself. And it's not always easy to see. But I believe that you've come across this reading for a reason. I believe that we have connected for a reason. And I want us to trust that reason. So what are we being asked to understand? What is love trying to show us at the moment? We are on our own journey here, and love sometimes feels like it's fleeting. It's something we constantly have to work on, especially when it's within ourselves. But I do believe that with constant effort, awareness, and a little bit of reflection, we can understand a lot about ourselves. And love is trying to show you something right now, but that might be a little bit challenging, because whenever things change, especially love, it can be really hard to get to grips with that. It can be hard to see that other perspective, but there's something in here that is trying to help you. That's a pretty big card. This is number 19, Life Purpose. I did warn you it was a big one. And the thing that's interesting to me is this life purpose. What are you actually here to do? It's a question that we asked ourselves quite a lot, and it's a question that can sometimes absolutely spin us out. What am I here to do? What is my purpose here on this earth? Sometimes we think about it a little bit too largely. Sometimes our life purpose can appear to be something quite mundane, something quite simple, maybe just to enjoy it, maybe just to love yourself the way that you're truly meant to. But fostering that life purpose, that is what we're beginning to understand. When we develop a sense of true love, love for ourselves, compassion, understanding, not being so hard on yourself, that can help us see the world in a slightly different way. It can help us understand that maybe we're here for a different reason. Maybe it isn't all so complicated. Maybe we can actually look at some of these aspects and go, okay, I'm going to start small with that. What is it that I need at the moment? And the fact that the life purpose card has come out today tells me that love is trying to show you a bigger picture. Maybe we're spending a little bit too much time zoomed into one particular moment, one particular thing. And actually, this love, the understanding we're creating and nurturing, it is a bit bigger than that. When we truly love and understand ourselves, life purpose becomes something spiritual. It becomes something that is like a moving prayer. All of a sudden, we're not beating ourselves up for things. We have that reflection, that understanding, and that can help us take steps in our lives that we wouldn't be able to before. And I think love is trying to help you understand that you are allowed to figure this out. This isn't set in stone. It's not this rigid thing that cannot move. It's free flowing. It's fluid. It's constantly changing and adapting, just like you are. And your love has to adapt with that. I got a feeling there's another card in here. Let's have a look. Because yes, we are being asked to understand our role, our life purpose here. What harmony we're meant to bring, what energy we're meant to carry. But there's also something else in here. What else is love trying to help us understand, please? Along with this life purpose, what else are we developing, nurturing within ourselves? I'm kind of glad that this card's come up. This is Dating. Why has dating come up? Especially with this life purpose. How do those two go together? We all remember dating. It's when you give yourself a chance. You figure out whether your energies match. You figure out what that person's all about. What do they stand for? What do they enjoy? And it's often a time where we can actually show the most love. And I feel like that's because of one reason. We're curious. We're curious about that other person, that side that we're getting to know. And it's not always easy. Dating can be hard, but it can also be really freeing. It can give you energy. It can enable you to have fun, to try new things, to show this little token of appreciation. And that is what love is asking you to understand about yourself. You have to date yourself. Some people will absolutely hate the idea of that. But let's break it down. At the end of the day, you have changed so much as a person. You have different perspectives. You have different values. You are not the same person that you once were. And I don't know whether you truly know yourself. It's a bit of a thing to say, but I can't help but feel that you need to date yourself right now. What part of you are you figuring out? What part are you uncovering, getting to know, rebuilding that relationship with? The fact that I pulled the life purpose card as well, this is a reconnection. Love is asking you to understand the new you. How do you want to be loved differently? By yourself, but also by others. We are fostering a new, different kind of love for ourselves. And I think we have to go gentle with that. This isn't a process that can be rushed. This isn't a process that needs to be rushed. The more time and energy that we give this, the less resistance that we put onto this subject, the easier that things will flow. Harmony can be introduced. Balance can happen. And that sense of self-love, true self-love, will blossom. It will turn into something that we haven't quite expected, but we're starting to understand ourselves. That might be what our life purpose is. What do we stand for? What's our morals? What's our values? And how do we want to receive that? What does that actually look like in the physical world? Regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not right now, love is asking you to understand yourself on a deeper level. Like I said, you've changed a hell of a lot. And I think you owe it to yourself to actually explore this new sense of love. Now, as soon as I said that, I felt rigid. I felt like I was restricted, that I wasn't allowed to change. I wasn't allowed to develop a new sense of love. I had to be the same person that I always was. You are doing yourself a massive injustice by thinking that. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to move. Allow yourself to actually meet you. Find out what this love is trying to help you understand. Spend a little bit of time dating yourself. What do you enjoy? What kind of love do you want to receive? More importantly, what kind of love do you want to give? And I feel the biggest thing that love is trying to get us to understand is our morals. What makes us, us, in this current chapter? Because I do feel a pull between the old and the new. You have to let yourself move forward. You are allowed to change. And most importantly, you're allowed to love that change. Fostering love within ourselves is not always easy. It takes commitment. It takes effort. It takes openness and hard work. Kind of like love within a relationship. This is exactly the same thing. The relationship with yourself, with your true self. And do not sell yourself short. You are deserving of this. To find out how you want to work, what makes you tick, what brings you that good energy. More importantly, what doesn't. So allow this to deepen your understanding. Allow this to speak to a part of you inside. And please, give yourself a chance. Allow yourself to change. Do not be rigid. I hope you found this love reading kind of interesting today. I don't do a lot of these, but I love this question. How reflective it is. And please do give yourself time to reflect on what I've been saying today. Don't rush yourself. There's no need to. You're doing everything at your own pace. And that is the pace that you need to go. Give yourself time to nurture this. You will feel better on the other side of it. We've just got to lean into it. Trust yourself and trust your love. I really hope that you have a beautiful day today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being drawn here. Look after yourself, go easy, and love yourself. Yeah, sounds a bit cringe, but you'll do it anyway. I'll see you in the next one.